Hello. Hey, Darren. Hey, Stream Elements Bot. Chris C. Freestyle? Magic. Magic Hands. Woo. It has not been a good, well, it's to say it's not been great couple days. Uh, Not because of any real reason other than uh, it's hot as hell, and I was drenched when I got by the time I got home. Um, had a doctor's appointment, sleep doctor, doctor sleep,
Yeah.
um, and had a sleep test. Hey, Texas, and I thought I would go in and have to stay there, which I didn't want to do. But then they go, well, your insurance probably only pay for a home test. And I go, okay. And then guess what? We're going to do it right now. So, yeah, I'll talk about that in a second. Uh, so you got to wear a little thing, a little box, and it's got a wire going to your finger, and then a hose going up your nose. Literally a rubber hose going up your nose. So you're supposed to sleep with that, and I think I got 3 or so hours of sleep, maybe a little more, because I got up at 2 and took that shit off and went to sleep. But I was super tired. And then plus I had to take it back today, so I had to spend my lunch taking it back to the place. And then I was surprised I got an email, and basically I have extreme sleep or severe sleep apnea. So that'll be fun. I have to see about getting one of these CPAP machines and sleeping like an old man with a big face mask. But I haven't had a really good night's sleep in at least 3 to 4 years, maybe longer. So let's see how it goes. But anyway, that's enough of that bullshit. And yes, this is a dinged. It's dingless, but that's what they said in the order. Yeah, Blood Force, vacuum seal that like button. Let's see. So I started getting upset that I didn't get this after it was sold out, and then I put on Diabolic that let me know when if it comes back in stock, and quick as it's back in stock, they had 6, and I got it and then it went down to 4, and then it sold out. And then they had another round of extremely dinged boxes. Yeah, I wish it was that. I did have a few sleepless nights when I was a child. After when I was 9 and I saw the original Salem's Lot, I couldn't go to sleep. I was scared to death. And then for years, I pulled the covers right over my throat so the vampires couldn't get my throat. And then when I got married, I didn't do that anymore because I didn't care. Let the vampires come and get me.
That didn't apply to the young.
No, it happened earlier than that, but it makes... Yeah. I mean, it's just something you have to get used to, but if it helps me feel better, because I've tried a lot of things. A4K. Yeah, that's the problem. I had to sleep on my back because of this shit all over you, and I slept on my side a little bit, maybe. I usually sleep on my stomach, and so it was, again, I knew it was going to be rough, but I didn't know I was going to do all this shit. But at least it's over with, and I can sleep tonight. I have some White Claw.
Okay.
to help with the heat stroke and being tired.
You know that's going to dehydrate you, right? So
I'll drink some more water or something. Yeah, I'll try anything at this point as I get old. Yeah, opera. Well, yeah, opera. Yeah, that's another one. Kind of. There's so much release news this week. It's incredible. Um, let's see. Well, there we go. Hey, that's me. Wicker Man. 20. I think I ordered it in excuse me, from Best Buy and getting it for like $28. The steelbook from a 4K steelbook of Wicker Man, the final cut. I mean, I guess that this is a little suspect, but I haven't had it. Yeah, there's multiple. I mean, I've seen at least one or two companies in Europe releasing opera. So, and a Hannibal, which I'm not too not caring about that. So. The only thing about this is with opera, this shit's going to be insane. Is it going to be the same as Four Flies? Yeah, Matt. I agree with that. None of this $80-some shit of for that Wicker Man. I mean the set. I mean you got to have your fucking. You just got to have a standard release of shit, man. I like the Wicker Man. I had the box, the wooden box from Anchor Bay, and I finally sold it because I mean it's cool and all, but it's a DVD, and I only have like one or two kin. Yeah, no, we're gonna get the what is it? The Ravens or the Crow? We're gonna get shit. A crow stuffy sting, crow plushie, a flushy plushie. Not really caring about any of this about the Halloween trilogy there. Ip Man is pretty cool. I got a Blu-ray It, so I'll probably get. No, I don't know if I'll get that. WandaVision, nah. And here's another crazy thing from Kino Lorber. I guess they started a new sub-label called Kino's Cult, which if you don't know, they do have a streaming app called that, and you can watch a lot of these releases on demand, and they have a live feed too. But they do have commercials. But I mean, you're seeing some of the releases there. Everyone, But yeah, this is insane. They're going to get 4K of Elsa movies. So I don't own any of these because obviously the DVDs have been kind of out of print forever, and I didn't really. I don't know. I mean, I have files of them.
You're so pathetic, James. A real sucker.
I can't get that to work right. There we go. We'll get a Maxine plushie. But yeah, I mean, that's going to cost some cash. But then again, I don't know if I'm going to rush out like for opera. If it's $50, $55, I might just wait. Cause I know they still haven't really dropped the price on the Four Flies, or they don't even act like they have any except the conventions. But the Showgirls thing had dropped down pretty good. And this one, I know a lot of people are interested in the Spider Labyrinth, Um, and it looks cool, but it's not a lot to it. I mean, as far as action and stuff like that. So I can't. I've seen it, and oh, yeah, German. That was another. Yeah, one of the others that released opera, $60. I don't know. I guess it depends on how I feel at the point at that time. And another big one for me is Cemetery Man. Been waiting. I almost got the Blu-ray. It's out now, but I'm kind of glad I waited. I had a feeling that one of the boutiques would get it. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Like her. There's another Kino from Jesse Franco, Uncle Jesse, Lorna the Exorcist. I watched this and wow. I don't, Adam. Just not my. I watched the first one in the theater and it was fun for what it was, but I'm not. I watched it when it came out on VHS, but I'm not interested in owning it. That's for sure. I'm okay with a DVD of Death Dream. I don't need anything. I mean, it's not like I've watched it in years, so I'm not big on it. They're releasing the Prey, or maybe they should have said something like Predator, or give it. But I guess maybe I don't know. And it's this big set coming from Umbrella, and it's like $100+ of this. I guess you get a freaking hand with it, so you could probably put your penis in there, do a stranger jerk or something. There's some more Kino stuff. These low budget, Dark Power with Lash LaRue. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not 100% sure if. Yeah, that's right, Adam. It is pretty dumb. I don't know if I've seen Magic Crystal. I think I have saw some of it. But yeah, I mean, at least I think I saw that they were saying it was. Yeah, there you go. You could open a beer with it, the hand, or fondle your loved one. I think I saw Dark Power on. Hey, Adrian, on Rift Tracks or something. And then, of course, Severin's releasing another big box set of Peter Cushing movies that are, maybe not the best well known. I have seen Bloodsuckers, and it's okay. I need to see if I can find me a copy of Tender Dracula. Yeah. They should put like a little vibrator in thing so you can no. It can be. It could be. Remember, this is late, man. Remember, I can't remember when that other Johnny B. Bad came out with the comedy duo of Anthony Michael Hall and Robert Downey Jr. It's insane, and I don't even remember Hail Caesar, but
I do.
well,
I think.
I think I was in the arm. I don't know Johnny B. Bad. I know I've seen that, but I'm not sure if I want to see Hail Caesar. The Exorcist. I saw Cujo on 4K, which I don't even know what I have. I don't care about the
How
black.
did you see Cujo on 4K?
No,
Later.
I mean on the web page. I guess. Oh, some American Ninja films. I think I saw them both of these in the theater, which There Will Be Blood. I mean, that's a big long. That's a long drama, but I would give it that it is entertaining. I was surprised. Pumpkinhead don't give a shit to buy that. Ever seen the movie Teeth? There you go. You could use put a little rubber teeth in there so if you when it bites your penis it doesn't really hurt. Yes, I definitely have seen Teeth. It's and then Dana is probably happy about Scream Factory is putting out Funeral Home.
Are they the one that's putting it out?
Yes. Well,
I think Darren told me.
they're releasing it. Yes, the car cut. Wow. That's hard, Red. My car is a little weird right now. It almost sounds like I got a hole in the muffler or tailpipe somewhere, but I don't know. It was acting strange, but I don't know. Oh, no transmutation. And then Monster Squad 4K, which, why in the fuck couldn't they have that out by October, man? If they had it out a month earlier. Because guess what? I'm gonna wait. I don't want to watch Monster Squad at the end of November. But I guess for right now, here is the Psychic music box. Hard cardboard. And hopefully this won't come up and get me copyright struck. So that's it. Not too bad. I mean, it pretty good cardboard. One other film I got in last week, which a lot of people probably haven't heard of, is Impulse by William Graffi with William Shatner. It is in William Shatner in the sleaziest role, and it starts off kind of like Pieces and Nightmare on a Damaged Brain. There's a little kid, and he kills his mom's lover, and then all kinds of great. And then one thing I don't recall though is I got an autograph from William Graffi in here, and I don't remember. Maybe I got it because I pre-ordered it, but either way, I'm happy. That's kind of cool. And there's got some really cool extras. Like an hour with Shatner. I had a Shatner-thon, and then he was talking about this movie and stuff. So I saw this movie a long time ago on a VHS rip, and it was really cool because you never see Shatner play this kind of shit before, and he was really playing it up. But as for this thing is massive. If you hit somebody with this, you're going to hurt them. I don't even know if I can take off the freaking lid. So if you look, you see there's tons of stuff. Um, oh, thanks, Texas. Yeah, I did see that they were selling it at a higher price, but maybe perhaps I paid the higher price. I don't remember. I hope I didn't, but either way, I think I found the ding right in here. But so the only one I watched was The Big Boss, the English version, which it took me a few times to get it to play. I was a little scared. I was a little upset. Yeah, they kind of do. Some people are complaining about how flimsy these cases are and stuff, but they're okay. I'm not. That's all right. But Big Boss looked amazing in most of the film. I mean, obviously there were a little bit of pieces that didn't look that great. They had some behind the scenes. One guy, they filmed it in Thailand, and they went back there and found a bunch of people that were there at the time they're filming. They went to several locations, and like some street signs, and maybe some really rusty buildings are still there. There's this rock where they're by at this, I guess it's either a river or creek, whatever you want to call it, and the rock is still there, and the guy was so happy that he got to sit on this rock that I think they sat on. So it was pretty. I mean, that's only the tip of the iceberg with this. They have like almost a 3-hour, 45-minute documentary about a game of death, going over each one of the all the footage that Bruce Lee shot. There's a big book here. There's tons of little cards and posters. It does have an Enter the Dragon Blu-ray, but I got the 4K, and that is amazing, but it does lack on extras. There's a Mandarin version of The Big Boss, which has a few extra scenes that are not in the U.S. cut, which they have those on the U.S. or the English, whatever the fuck, this version as deleted scenes. So I mean, you can watch them there unless you want to watch them. I mean, it's just really great stuff. I mean, they did include like Game of Death 2, which I don't know why they put that on there. I mean, I guess it's, I don't know. I mean, I'll probably end up watching it if it's 4K, but I think it's a Blu-ray of it. But but anyway, I saw this on oh, okay. Thanks, Brent. Yes, it is. It is really cool. I wish. I saw some people on YouTube that bought the 4K, and then they bought the Blu-ray only version because it had a different cover, the yellow color. Yeah, you're got too much money to blow. But this was $200 on eBay, but I got it for 142 or something on Diabolic. So I was happy that I didn't have to spend that. Oh yeah, Devil's Reign, which that was made by the same company that made released Texas Chainsaw. But yeah, that's a creepy. And I think Anton LaVey was involved with that movie, and then John Travolta's in it too. Yeah, I've got like 3 different sets of Bruce Lee. Dana got me the one that's like a big book, and then that was from Shout Factory, and then got the Criterion version as well, and then now I've got this. So I got way too many. Oh yeah, you'll love the Enter the Dragon. Looks great. Heck yeah. Yeah. So Yeah, I did, and I started watching this. Dana got this for me from Severin. It's the Devil's Game. It's like a 6-part Italian horror TV show. The main reason is it's got Mario Bava's last film effort. It's like a hour and a little bit uh, with Dario Nicoletti. I started watching it. It's a little slow, but I'm gonna definitely get it. What? Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. Back when I saw Game of Death for the first time, I thought it was kind of cool. But then you get the jarring bull crap they do with the lookalikes and stick piece of papers on the camera to make it look like Bruce Lee. But speaking of clones of Bruce Lee, I'm looking forward to Severin has got a documentary called The Clones of Bruce Lee, and I'm assuming they're going to release a set of some of those films. So there's actually a movie called The Clones of Bruce Lee, which is not too bad. I mean, it's obviously not great, but I mean, as far as entertainment value, I think it brings all the guys. So it's like an Expendables movie with all the guys who are clones. Oh yeah, that's the worst part. Yeah, it was very shameless, and it's very yeah. I couldn't imagine being his family and seeing that shit. But you know, especially, I mean, there's a documentary called The Warrior's Way, which showed some of the footage that Bruce Lee shot, and I never knew that he had 2 other guys with him. So in the movie Game of Death, they cut all that stuff out because they only used like 11 minutes, very short amount of time of all the footage, and so it was kind of crazy that that's all they used to make this bullcrap story up. The only thing really great about the Game of Death movie is the credits at the beginning and the music. I mean, I had a little tape recorder that I put close to the TV so I could record the audio of the music, and used to play it. And I did the same thing with the Enter the Dragon music when I had my nunchucks, and I hit myself in the head with them. But yeah, it's definitely a massive set, and I'm still have not worked on the Black Emmanuel set. I'm at least going to watch one more of those films. Yes, Colleen Camp looks great in the movie, but it's just a bad movie. But it is what it is. Let me see if there's anything. I was bored at work today, so I looked at a little bit of the Diabolic. They already have the Coffin Joe. I don't know if I mentioned that. Yeah, we're going to do Footprints on the Moon on Eurocult. And then we had a really good one, Slaughter Hotel, which will be available hopefully this week. Yep. So they already had this one's this is cheaper on here than it is on Arrow. It's over. I think it's around $110. So for some reason they have a sale. But I'm interested in getting some information on the transfers because I have the Synapse DVDs of the first 2 films, which to me, and I think somehow they got a trilogy of the first 2 movies, and Embodiment of Evil are the trilogy. Now they did release on this one. You get the third movie is Awaken the Beast, which is a weird film that they never really got released until for a long time in Brazil. It's more of a weird anti-drug movie or something. Um, and there's some other films here, so it looks like there's like what, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine films, 10 films. Sorry. Yeah, indeed. And some of these are better than others, obviously. I'm not a big fan of Awaken the Beast, but the first two are incredible. I mean, for what they are in that time period and that country. Embodiment of Evil is really good too. So, but it's coming out at the end of November, so I'm not really in a rush to see that. And then a 4K of Tremors 2, I'm not really caring about that. I almost thought about getting Enter the Ninja, Embodiment of Anal. Jackson Jack is on the roll today. But it's Kino, so I'm going to wait until it's $10. A little bit there, burning down the house. But yeah, I mean, we're just, obviously we're assuming that it's going to cost a fortune when it comes out from Severin. I did see that in a Kino, speaking of Kino, that they had a lot of like some of the Blu-rays and stuff. I mean, I didn't care for it, but that's fine. But I don't know. I just didn't. This was weird. He does some weird shit, and some of it I connect with, and some of it I don't. But well, Jackson, I wouldn't say it's I guess it's one of my favorites. But I mean, if you have, it just depends on what you want to spend, and the 4Ks are definitely great. I do know Dana had a slight issue with hers, and she got hers from Synapse, and I got mine from Arrow. Yeah, and hers kind of locked up. But is that just in hers, or is that a flaw that's been going around? I don't know. We do know by looking at both of the both of the menus, they're the exact same thing pretty much. Obviously, they have some Arrow branding on the trailer or on the menus, but it's pretty much the same. So you might look to get the Arrow release if it's still available, but I guess if you get the other ones, the Synapse ones, I don't know. I mean, I'd be pissed if I got it and it locked up, but I think we tried it on 2 players. But again, also another thing is, I guess unlike Blu-ray, the 4Ks are very fragile as far as getting dust or fingerprints on them and causing issues. So it's hard to say. Yeah, he was the star of some of them, like the third one or something, and the fourth one. Fred Ward was in the first and the second one. And they were going to do a Tremors TV show. Kevin Bacon wanted to be in one, but never. Oh, we'll do that, Jackson. We might have a commentary or something that we haven't released. Did you ever release any of those ones?
Like the ones we've done recently.
Yeah.
No, I gotta get my ducks here.
So, yeah, Michael Gross.
Hangley Ties guy?
Yeah, he was in Tremors and some of the other Tremors projects. Well, let's see if I can get to something here. No, it was. I'm sorry. It was Hamilton Books. Hamilton Books has a bunch. Yeah, that they did have what the fudge? Uh, yeah, it was a very. There's like crazy franchises, and Tremors is one that you would never have suspected. Like, if you're into 4Ks, there's one for $15 on Hamilton Books. I don't know, Red. He might. It sounds like he has to have those because he might get in trouble. But there. Can I run a search? Yeah, I mean, I think they released both of those to the theater. I think this. Shit. Yeah, he's extra curly fries. Yeah. Wow. A couple of Jallos here, Black Veil. Yeah. I'm not always watching that. Yeah, I remember something. They were able to. They had walk or something. They could walk or something. They got legs. If you're into 3D, Hamilton Books is importing all kinds of 3D Blu-rays. At the moment, I don't have a 3D player because my TV flaked out on me. But I'm going to get a projector so I can at least watch some of them. Delirium from Vinegar Syndrome is on here already. Gorgo, the Vinegar Syndrome's biggest release. I wouldn't pay $25 for it. I don't know about the fourth one. That sounds right, but the guy from Outsiders, C. Thomas Howell, he kind of fell down to those type of films. Inner Sanctum movies, if you hadn't seen those are really cool little short films. Short movies is what I mean, like an hour each. And this is one of the features on the Emmanuel box set. It's a documentary about Joe D'Amato. Uh-oh, he's going to find out. Magic Cop. This one is... I need to watch the rest of this. It's an old documentary. One of the old 70s documentaries about crazy stuff. I need to watch Magic Cop. The guy who directed this, speaking of Enter the Dragon, at the beginning, at the very beginning of the movie, the guy comes up and he's telling him to look at the moon, you'll miss all the heavenly glory. That kid grew up and directed Magic Cop. Yep, I was right. C. Thomas Howell. Trick or Treat. I ain't heard about that one in a while. They have Mondo Macabre movies on here as well. That's one with Paul Naschy. So if you hadn't ever looked at, Psycho Girls, if you haven't looked at this site, there's a lot of cheap Blu-rays on here. I mean, like $3. I mean, like, I'm trying to find anything worth a shit. I mean, I know they got newer movies too, newer releases, but I mean they're always going to be super expensive. Oh, Billy Drago. I got some, some kind of off the ground. Yeah, he does. Yeah. Yeah, Billy Drago was in a lot of stuff. He was in The Untouchables. And then he kind of got into some of those straight-to-video action films. Well, that's too much. The Game trilogy, I got this from Amazon. It's a lot cheaper on Amazon, like $18, $20. I don't know. It's kind of like a hitman guy. I don't even know if he's a hitman. He's more like a gun for hire kind of thing. Gets double crossed and all kinds of shit. I've only watched the first one so far. I mean, if you're a big fan of Knives Out, I mean, it's like $6. Night Screams, that's still too much. Project Alf. So Showgirls on here is $28, which I think it's, no, not the movie with yes, I have heard that. Sorry, Red. I'm an Apple guy as far as phones are concerned. Robert Stack. It's Kevin Costner is Elliot Ness, and it has Sean Connery. I think Brian De Palma directed it. It's like late 90s. I believe late 90s. It's in the 90s. It's a really good movie. But speaking of Robert Stack, he was they had a TV movie when he was still doing Unsolved Mysteries. It was called The Return of Elliot Ness, and it was dealing with the torso killer in Cleveland. Yes, it's insane how insanely exploitation. That movie was rooted in cocaine. Oh, yeah. One movie, I don't care for skylines. There's one film, the second film in this series called Beyond Skylines it's like a Thai action sci-fi movie, and it is really fun. And I don't think you need to watch the first one to watch the second one. So I would definitely recommend that. I think that's probably in the same price range on here. Brian Diploma. Exactly. I got my GED, my good enough diploma. If you want to see John Travolta act like he's mentally challenged, you can get The Fanatic for $5. Isn't a third a horror? There's 3. You're right, Jackson. The first one is not too great. The second one is a complete action movie. What's his name? Frank Grillo is in it, and like tons of the Thai action guys, stunt guys, and everything. It is insane. Yeah. So Hamilton Books is a great resource as far as being cheap. Now, I don't know about the shipping. It's probably going to be, how it is, $9 or $10, maybe less than that. But either way, you could probably. Well, I didn't even know they had this. This sold out, but they were selling it for like $10. Yeah, yeah, I know who you're talking about. I watched the first one, and it, for a low budget kind of film, all right. And then at the end, they have these credits where all this cool shit's happening, where that guy from is turning into one of the aliens or some shit, and it's like, why in the hell didn't you put this in the movie? But I guess because they couldn't do it. So I mean, this is just all, like I say, it's got movies from everywhere, and it has a lot of imports. So definitely something to check out, as they say. Oh, Back for Blood's got the info about $4 or $5. Yeah, that's not bad. Yep. Tanker's got the information. So better than what I said. So definitely peace out, sir. But yeah, definitely Hamilton Books. I've gotten a little bit of films from there. Kino, the Kino has a lot too, but good sales. But certain films that may have not made that big of a splash, and they're still entertaining, you can get. Or if you've waited so long and you haven't gotten it, and it's an older, couple years, 10 years old, it's pretty. Death Spa, yeah. You can have a double feature with that and Killer Workout. And then there's a new one called Murder Size or something, but I'm sure it's on the low end. And then obviously next week in the States. Yeah, that's pretty weird. It's a pretty good set. Yeah, Killer Workout is pretty cool. Or it's a lot fun. It's a fun film. I wish they would put out that one. Is it Deadly Games, where the killer is using a javelin? I think that one has never come out on anything other than VHS. But next weekend is Labor Day, which means they can't make you work usually. So I'll probably be laying around watching movies and vegetating. I'm trying not to do anything stressful. Fatal Games. I said Deadly Games, which is, I think, a horrible movie, in my opinion. Looks like a cover of like a Bad Company. Was it something about Six Shooters or something like that? It looked like the album cover of that or something, with dice or something. But Fatal Games, yeah, that's a real fun movie. About Olympic athletes getting killed with a javelin. And a lot of showers and steam rooms with some lovely ladies. But yeah. But I am going to probably kick back for an hour or so and then see how I feel, and I might be taking a long nap till tomorrow, but we'll see. Got 37 people in here. Wow, thank you very much for showing up. Time flies when you're having fun. So, but I'm going to take off. Everybody enjoy the weekend. Have fun. Stay out of the heat. And I will see you soon. Peace. Thank you, Chris. Everybody have a great day.